Our world is such an intricate space with so much happening inside of it. As people, we are so caught up in everything we do that we forget to think about the other species on our planet. I was driving home one day and noticed an advertisement for a butterfly release event in a nearby town. I got curious and researched a little bit about the butterflies. I found out that the butterflies are a species of special concern and that there are movements to try and save them by mass breeding and releasing more butterflies into the ecosystem. I wanted to reach out to an expert and find out more about this because the mass breeding didn't sit right with me. I met up with Monica Wand, a principal in Newmarket, Ontario, and lead teacher for the Monarch Teacher Network of Canada.
The monarch is an iconic species. It's a tiny little insect that binds 3 countries together. It's the longest migrating species of insect in the world. The migrating monarch travels over 4,000 kilometers from here to Mexico. There's monarchs all over the world, but we have the ones in our backyard that are the migratory ones, these super generation monarchs. And over the last 40 years since they've been tracking the migration of monarchs, there's been a 90% decrease or decline in the monarch populations. It's all about milkweed. It's the only plant that a monarch butterfly female will lay her eggs on. It's the only plant the caterpillar or the larval stage will eat. That makes it much more difficult. If we have lack of milkweed, we have lack of monarchs. If you plant it, they will come, and the monarchs will regenerate that way. Whether you ethically breed or not, whenever you concentrate a species in one area and continually breed, you increase your chances of disease. And studies are showing that it's really not in our best interest, in the population's best interest, for us to mass rear, like to have a backyard operation. That's not going to help. This tiny little insect that you put 10 of them together and they're only 1/10 the weight of a dime. Like, it's just ridiculous how this tiny little thing can make it. And I think that the magic and the mystery that's associated with the monarchs and the idea that there's so much we don't know. How do they know how to get there? And how do they know how to get back when it's the great grandchildren of the ones who left in August or September that are coming back to us next spring? Like, they've never been here before. How do they know that? It's mind-blowing stuff when you think about it, and there's just so much we don't know, and so far that we've come in the last 40 some odd years.
With the growth of urbanism, the wildlife that we need to keep our ecosystem going are being depleted. Sometimes we need to step back and look at the bigger picture.